Yo, tubers, we're back for some more drafting here on Arena, more Dominaria United. Thanks for watching, and hit that like and subscribe button if you haven't already as we move into our Pick 1, Pack 1. Shana Purifying Blade. This is a pretty nice card, though it's in a... well, it's in some colors that I don't think are particularly ideal, but probably still worth first picking here. I don't know. I haven't played with this one very much, so let's give it a shot. Other good cards in this pack include, what, Conscripts is great, Weatherseed Treaty is fantastic, and then you have, like, Destroy Evil, Tribute. Good pack overall. I would first pick, like, Tribute happy, Weatherseed happily. But let's try out the Shana. 3/3 lifelink for 3. At the beginning of your end step, you may pay X if you do draw X cards. X can't be the greater than the amount of life you gain this turn. So, pretty strong ability if it survives. Pretty nice follow-up here. I don't know how many exactly ways there are to gain life in this format, but we are going to second pick one here in the form of this Tolarian Geyser. One of the better ways to gain life. This is just really mana intense, isn't it? So I feel like you want to back this up with, actually, cards like Take Up the Shield, another way to gain life and make it indestructible. Okay, yeah, let's do this. I don't know if this is a good build-around card in this format, but we're going to try to kind of build around it. And I think Geyser is just one of the best cards in this pack anyway, so let's follow up Shana, I don't know how you pronounce that, with the Geyser, Lagomos, Tribute, some lands. We'll see if we can... do something fun. Is we get a Prayer of Binding now, third pick? Okay, I mean, this is an uncommon, so you don't see it all that frequently, but it is a nice one to pick up here. I'm guessing I want to lean towards blue-white as a base and splash Shana, as opposed to like green-white, which I have not had very much success with at all, or green-blue, which is like okay. Again, another really solid pack here, though. We have Green Duel, Bite Down, Vine Wall, Terror, Cavalier. Love Song's alright, but yeah. We are going full-on life gain plan here as we move into our pick number 4. Another Tolarian Terror here. We can probably start taking those. Card is fantastic. Bunch of playable green cards and a couple lands. Maybe Fire is the best card in this pack, but with what we have, I think the Terror makes sense. Okay, very easy Tangled Islet now. That's beautiful. Good fixing, losing out on an espionage, but not much else. Oh, you know what? You could probably do some good life gain shenanigans with the Defender deck too, right? Probably, but pretty easy Tangled. Essence Scatter. I've come around to Essence Scatter quite a bit in this format. I mean, I've always liked Essence Scatter in limited formats, but especially nowadays where what is it called, power creep has increased so dramatically. Like, removal spells have become so much worse because creatures themselves just do so much, but if you get to counter a creature, it just never gets to do the thing, right? But so many creatures in this format have abilities when they enter, you know, and so when you do use a removal spell on a creature, oftentimes the opponent has already gotten a lot of value. Anyway, pick 7, we're getting an Extinguish and an Urborg Repossession here. Kind of gross. Pixie Illusionist I could also see taking if I wanted to stick with the Bant colors, but I don't think you can pass Extinguish or Urborg Repossession when they're coming around this late. I guess the Repossession at least is splashable, whereas the Extinguish is not so much. Another really good pack here is we get a Root Wall at 8th pick. Twinferno Garna in the pack. Sheesh. Man, Tribute Wield, Destroy Evil Wield. Okay, I don't know what's going on, but I think especially after seeing the 7th pick Extinguish with Urborg Repossession, it's probably better to take the Tribute to Urborg here over the Destroy Evil. I think that's a larger signal for us that maybe black is the place to be. Okay, well, that settles that. Black is just very open. If we're wheeling both Tribute to Urborgs, then I think we can move into something nice here. We might even just end up ditching the Shauna as we get a pretty late bite down, too. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. This was the pack that had, like, the Magnagoth Sentry as well, but wheeling that freaking Haunted Mire also clutch. Okay. So, looks like we're going to be ditching the white. And probably just acquiring, like, a really good Sultai base. I would love to try splashing this still, but that just doesn't seem like what is the correct play. So what was my first pick was Shauna, second pick was Geyser, third pick was Binding. So yeah, like these two cards were within the first 3 picks. And if it's just not open, it's not open. Another bite down here, Conscripts, Haunted Mire, Espionage. I don't think you can really go wrong with the fixing. Though I do, again, think we'd like to stay baseline blue-black if possible. The Mire, at the very least, will still give us, like, the repossession kicker, so we can't go wrong with that. Another repossession, probably not necessary. Kind of like just taking the Espionage here. We should wheel something out of this pack. I don't know, maybe green's a little bit open too, but... especially with double tribute, I think the Espionage makes more sense. Oh. I mean, this is like the worst Defiler. So don't get me wrong, this is nothing exciting, but... it's still a good sign that we're getting it passed to us third pick. Passing a Terror. Honestly, I could see the Terror just being a better card than the Defiler here, but I think this sends a more pressing signal that somebody might read into. A couple of War Leeches have gone by now. I'm going to take this one. Another Tangled would be good. Wall would also be good. Alright. We might just be going my classic Sultai, which is to say blue-black splashing Urborg repossession. Kind of unfortunate, but hey, if it's not open, it's not open. Like, yeah. Bortuk here, Extinguish here, 5th pick. I think we've clearly settled on the right position. And you know what? We've seen a ton of blue, black, and green lands go around. If you've noticed, the last couple of packs all had some kind of Sultai duel. So, this is a fantastic start. I think Academy Walls are going to be really, really good in this deck if we can start wheeling some of them as well. And there might be a world if I end up with enough good fixing, we could still run green pretty heavily, but this looks good. At the beginning of your instant, you pay X. If you do draw X cards, X can't be greater than the amount of life you gain this turn. There is another good win con, Territorial. That's probably good enough on the top end. A lot of times I don't end up with enough win cons in this style of deck, but right now we have plenty. We definitely don't need any more. So, just want to fill out the early game plays. We don't have any early game creatures. Our first creature currently is the Monstrous War Leech, but we do have good early interaction as we pick up another good piece of early interaction here. 2 scatters, 2 tributes. This is looking nice. This is definitely looking nice. Yeah, Joint Exploration also pretty good. Don't really care for the Pixie anymore. Doesn't look like we're going to necessarily need that. Grotto's fine, but given how open our colors are, we could really, really expect to get some number of those duels on the wheel. Conscripts wheeled, okay, that's great. I'll take that over second Espionage. We might splash Sentry. Looks like the lands are in fact getting taken though. Another War Leech over Sojourner. I'll go with another Leech here. Hey, and we did get the wall back, perfect. And another wall. Alright, this deck's nuts. This deck is absolutely fantastic. So for removal right now, we have 2 scatters, 2 tributes. So as we go into our pack 3, we could first pick this Rona's Vortex, or we could take the Rager. Yeah, probably just need to take the Vortex here. Vortex gets around a lot of problematic creatures because it puts them on the bottom. It might not be as good as Terra Sunder for us, but it's still very solid. Rager, Mire, Pilfer, Impulse we'd play too. Man, another super good pack. Wow. Treaty, Urg, Writhing Necromass, Tribute, Lookout, Scatter, Aquifer. Those are all cards we would play. I almost like taking the Urg here, but we might be able to wheel that. Sheesh. Like if I could just take this entire pack and then end the draft, I would. I think that's how good this pack is for us. Tribute, Lookout, Scatter, Aquifer, Urg, Weatherseed. Damn. I mean, I'm kind of just as tempted to take the land because we have so many playables and we're going to wheel something out of that pack. Let's do that. Another piece of fixing. I'll go with the Lookout this time. What's my creature count? 9. The Necromasses are really good for War Leeches, but I don't have many creatures otherwise. And I guess the Lookouts are still pretty good with the War Leeches. They put cards in the graveyard and they're 4-drops themselves. The only pick I'm not sure was correct or not was the Aquifer. As we get a Micromancer now too? Holy smokes, what is... Another Scattered, another Tribute. Our deck is absolutely gross. I will say this, our Bortuk doesn't look great. Because I'm not going to be running any off-color for Domain. And if you look at our creatures... the majority of them are 4+, which means this won't return it straight to the battlefield, but it would put it in our hand. 5 here. Atrocity's not great. Let's see, we have Idyllic for random Geyser Kicking and Domain. That's okay. Timely's okay. Figment's okay. I guess we'll take the Beachfront now for the Domain cards. Just a little bit of random upside. Vivisector looks okay here as well. Tide Turner surprisingly good. Actually, you know what? Tide Turner I think a little bit better than Vivisector. It's a blue permanent for Defiler, and we have a bunch of kicker and low cheap spells. So, let's do that. I am truly getting everything in the world. Hydromancer, Lookout, Urborg, Tangled again, and then another Academy Wall, but I don't think we need more than 2. Playable count, we're at 21. Alright, I mean, every tribute you take makes the next one better, you know? Just because they get better with more instants and sorceries, and we're sitting at 10 right now. Wield the Rager, sure. More Root Wall is going around. There's the Urg, there's the Scatter, and Writhing. Yeah, oh, gosh. So I guess I play the Urg and maybe like cut Joint Exploration now. I really don't know. I feel like this deck is too good almost. If that could be a thing. I might be missing a little bit of card advantage, I guess. Maybe I didn't get enough of like the card draw effects. But overall, this deck seems very good to me. And yeah, we could have been some combination of just straight up Sultai if we really wanted to. We would have ended up like with 3 or 4 Root Wallas, a bunch of good fixing. But this deck still looks really, really good. Alright, so I think this is going to be the deck. We ended up with 9 instant sorceries, 14 creatures. So these can be 4s. This can be a 5. This is a 3. This is a 4. And Tide Turner also helps play the kicked cards. So if we want to kick the War Leech, it can cast those. But right now the Tide Turner is, I think, good with these. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think we need the Joint Exploration. Okay. So 2 Haunted Mires, yes. Tangled, yes. Aquifer, yes. And then I will go ahead and run the Beachfront as it gives us, I think, just enough value, right? 2 Domain cards, and then the Geyser Kick. This is one of those decks where On average, I'd probably get 4 or 5 wins, but it shouldn't be too hard to get to 7 wins. Right? I mean, how many wins do you get on average with any deck in a best of 1 scenario? Like 4, if it's decent, right? A little bit of variance can always push you the wrong way, but this looks like a really good one. Okay, anyway. 6, 7, 8. That would be 9 blue sources with 6 islands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And 9 black sources with 6 swamps. Do we want a 1 of forest? Yeah, I think we can run a forest here without too much issue. We can just run either 8 blue or 8 black sources instead. Pretty even. Let's see, we have double black on the Erg, but we have double blue on the Lookout and double blue on the Defiler. Blue looks like it wants to come down a little bit earlier as well, so maybe we go down 1 swamp. That gives us 6, 7, 8, 9 blue, 5, 6, 7, 8 black, 4 green. Alright, let's go. This deck looks fantastic. I think it said we are starting on rank 55. So with some good plays, good draws, good luck, I think we can probably get into the maybe like the top 20 if we get to a 7 winner. Okay, on to round number 1. We are put on the play. Sad that this is a tap land here, because we can't go turn 1 conscript, turn 2, whatever, but looks good enough. Bunch of removal here, if nothing else. We need to find a land next turn. Land would be great. Nice. Hope we can draw 1 land. How about drawing another? Not a land. 2 scatters and 2 tributes in hand, though. Sure, that's fine. They must not have much in their hand if they're killing that. Nice. Not gonna run out the War Leech, it's only a 4-mana 1/1 right now. We have a lot of removal, they just need to start casting stuff. Oof. If we didn't find a land there, we would have to go to discard. I mean, I'm probably just gonna lose to them casting something like the frickin' Herd Migration, right? What is this game? Both players doing nothing. I'm gonna go with Erg next turn and still be able to hold up double scatter. Actually, I'll go ahead and scatter that, I don't care. They might be holding open a scatter of their own. So they're on the defender deck, perhaps? They're getting a shield wall. Sorry, a drawbridge. Good old defender deck, huh? Yep. No, don't kill Urg. Urg, you're not evil. Rude. And I don't have black, so I can't return my conscripts. Not even an issue with the auto tapper. I just had to tap all my black sources that way. Yeah. There's the chaplain. I'm gonna or rather leave the leech unkicked here. Yeah, not surprising they have a second. Okay, I'm gonna actually kill the drawbridge in response. And that's gonna deny them just as many tokens, but I think the drawbridge is more relevant on this battlefield. Okay. Drag to the bottom milled. I'm good with that. I think they have a shore up in their hand. So how do I bait that out? So I think we want to vortex their soul tender so they can't bring back another chaplain, you know? Oh, it's like just a good draw. Alright, well, around the big boy. So I guess I'm gonna go for tribute. And then if they use the shore up, we can run out the vortex. Would have been nice to have a choking miasma in our deck. Two Wingmantle Chaplains, man. Maybe I should have just let their Void Mage Prodigy, or whatever it's called, reveal. Resolve. Vine Shaper Prodigy, rather. Yeah, as expected. Well, it's just gonna be hard to beat. 1, 2, 3, 4. 7 birds total. I mean, what can you do? Oh, 6. 6 in addition to the 2 they had, yeah. Fun. Not much you can say, but fun. Oh, good. They have another Urborg repossession if they're chumping with their chaplains. Yeah. Nah, good beats. Seems like even if we had scattered, or kept scattered, then it wasn't gonna really matter. There's no point killing birds, it doesn't change the clock all that much. If they go for strength of the coalition, sure. But we know they have shore up, right? Oh, maybe it was the strength of the coalition that was holding priority. Oh, okay. Well, that's a good save. So I go to 10. I mean, I'm not dead. I get to drawbridge my marrow, though. Yeah, I mean, we're not winning. Ah. So, oh, they let me attack too? Oh, that's not a good sign. I don't think there's any way we can win this. Just another destroy evil. Alright, good beats. You got it. Not much to say. OP had double chaplain. And we didn't have one of like 2 cards. Choking or drag. Good game. I will say, the chaplain is probably the one stain in this format. It's not particularly fun. Yeah. I mean, there are some other unfun cards and whatnot, but nothing, I think, on the level of chaplain. And I'm not just saying that as a complainer that just lost to it. I think the majority of people, at least, you know, whenever I'm drafting it on stream or whatever, complain how good it is. Like, it needed to be a little bit different. I'm not saying it needed to be a rare, but it needed to do something else. It's just a little bit too potent, especially with all of the grind out in this format. Anyways, we will win out from here. I can feel it. Moving on to game number 2. Good looking hand. Pretty slow and dirtily, but very, very powerful. We only have 1 Tolarian Terror, right? But I think that we could have had up to 3 maybe in the draft. Oh, that's a good draw. I guess I'm going to still play out Swamp here. So I can either scatter something if they play something relevant, or Tribute. Alright, now I'll play it out, because I don't need to Espionage this turn. Yep, good enough. Ooh, nice little draw. Alright, I'll go with Micromancer over the Espionage then. Go grab our... do we want to go for grind or removal? I think I'm okay going for the grind. Urbog Repossession with Micromancer is so much value, especially if you have more targets for it, you know? Yep, as always. That is not how you play that card. Nice, did find the island. Dun, dun, dun. So we'll take 4 here. Hold up Scatter for another threat. We could have Urborg. Sorry, we have Tolarian Terror next turn. They made no plays though. Oh, okay. In that case, I will just attack for 3 and maybe run out Marrow. It's a 6/6 here. No, you know what? Let's play out the Terror. Just because it has Ward 2, so it's going to be a lot harder for them to deal with that right now, or at least if they do deal with it, it's going to take more mana. Since they just hit double black. Kind of like running out the Terror in the face of something like a Extinguish. Okay. Guess we're gonna try to race. Or they're trying to race. Aha! Funny, funny, funny. Alright, that's -4, -4. I guess let's go with Tide Turner here and pass, holding up in Tribute and Scatter. And we're gonna have to go for a block here and hope that everything works out. I might get completely ruined though. Routing Goblin. I like kicking, or rather not kicking, countering that. That's effectively giving their Marrow -2/-2 as well, and that also buffs up our Urborg. So, question is, what kind of trick do they have in their hand? It might be, like, Might, which would be a pump for, what, 3? So if they attack with Marrow, I think we're going to put the 5/5 and the 3/3 in front of it. Although it's actually just going to be safer to put all 3 in front in case they then have, like, a Lightning Strike. But then with Lightning Strike, I could still give -2/-2. They might not even attack. I could definitely see them just waiting. Oh, no, they did. Okay. Okay. Furious Bellow is the thing that gets me the most, but I can't really play around the first strike card, can I? I don't think we can. So hopefully it's just Might. Yep. We want to use this for sure. Beautiful. Okay, that wasn't too bad. So let us 3, 4, 5. Kick our War Leech. Nice, and now we can repossession back. Oh, no, I can't. Ah, Auto Tapper was trying to save me, I think, and I manually tapped poorly. It's funny. No plays, and we drew Tribute. So if we return our Tolarian Terror to our hand, awkwardly the Monstrous War Leech actually gets worse. So I think we want to leave the Leech in the graveyard. Or sorry, the Terror in the graveyard and just get back to Filer plus our War Leech. Ain't nothing wrong here with playing out a second 7/7. They might have a couple of stranded cards in their hand, right? They look like they're full domain. Alright, that's GG's. Kick Tribute. Smack out. Good game. Okay, whoop. That worked a little bit better. Back to where we started, right? When did we start? At 55, I think? Surprising. 1 loss, 1 win averaged us out. Into game number 3. And we are on the play once more. Yeah, this is a little bit optimistic to keep. If we lose, it's my own fault, of course. Jeez, and they have the turn 1 Chicky Chick, so we're going to play against aggro. Oof, that was a good draw. Okay. We need to find one more black source to unlock the Urg. Crap. We just need to find another land. Oh my gosh, that was a pretty nice target for scatter. I mean, we have like 2 tributes, but untapped land next turn is going to be the best draw. It's bad. I think I need to tempo. Hopefully find a land next turn. Oh man. Well, this sucks. Getting mana screwed versus freaking Boros. It's not a fun feeling. Oh, And now the tap lands come into play. Yeah. Damn. What can you do? Our deck is so good too, but looks like we're just gonna get aggroed out. I wish I could punish them for pumping here, but we have nothing. So I'm gonna go to 4. Sure. Well, we drew basically all of our tap lands. I guess I'm not dead on board here, but I'm going to assume we're dead. We haven't given them a target for removal yet, so should be GG's. They probably just have like a charge or something. If not. Yep, good beats. Not a very skillful game for us. Kept 2-lander on the play, bricked off, drew nothing but tap lands. Ah! Those are the games that are so frustrating. Was that? That was literally all of our tap lands. We had 5 lands. And I don't even think we should have a bad match versus the aggro decks, right? We have 3 tributes, 2 academy walls. Holy smokes. Okay. I think yesterday's uploaded video was an 0-3 with a pretty solid looking like teamer deck too. So, man. Like these things happen obviously, and it's just a little bit of variance, but god, do they ever feel so bad when they happen. Like you have a good deck, you know it's a good deck, and something just doesn't click. But some of those things can't be helped. I don't know. You shouldn't get too salty if it's out of your control, right? I've lost enough magic in my lifetime to realize that you gotta focus on the things that you can affect. So we move into our next game here. Hand's pretty good. We'll hold up Scatter instead of just immediately using Tribute on the Vivisector. Oh, and they're missing land drops. Mainly, I don't want to really Tribute their Vivisector since we have the Academy Walls with this hand. Man, this draw would have been insane versus our previous opponent. Eerie Soul Tender, sure. Raven Man, Leech, and a Tear. Those are some scary cards. Alright, let's just run out our second wall and Idyllic now. And now we can start churning through our deck really, really quickly anytime we cast an instant or sorcery, so. Looking for, I guess, green sources. But Rager's pretty good. Okay. Mirror match. Alright, so we want to trade with the Vivisector. We don't want to put the Soul Tender in the graveyard, and we can just bounce here. Timely Interference. Okay, that resolves. Guess I'll go ahead and Tribute and keep my Rager alive. Discard Urg. And discard Swamp. Micromancer can go grab our Urborg. Repossession. Still looking for a green source. It's pretty good. Do we want to kick this for 3 life? Yeah, that seems fine. Ah, good value. Discard conscripts. Stick discard lookout. Smack in for 2. Tribute's going to be -5/-5 after we get the scatter in the graveyard. I don't care about their ball. Braid's frightful return, sure. Fine. Oh man, they have some good graveyard shenanigans going on. Okay, well, let's just get our terror online. Land pass, and from here on out, we probably don't play too many more lands. I'm gonna go ahead and sack the Rager to not give them an extra card, plus that means we can potentially bring back our conscripts. Okay, I guess I'm not looting anymore. Repossession for just one creature, that's okay by me. There's a green source, beautiful. Okay, well, let's clear off the board a little bit. I assume they're going to double block here. There is a lot of value in vortexing their Soul Tender here if they do that. It might even be worth it. Okay, looks like they're not. So we go micro. Go grab our Urborg. Definitely play out the green source pass. And we can get back probably Talus Lookout and maybe even Urg. Okay. Ooh, Bortuk too. And we have 4? Oh, we can just get Urg back that way, I guess. Let's get Talus Lookout with this, actually. Also, if this gets countered, we get to repossession that back instead. Yeah, that's fine. Sure. What the heck are those sleeves? Oh, God! Ah! Oh, okay. No more of that. What did they discard? Shadow Prophecy. To trade here. I wonder why they countered the Bortuk since I know I have repossession. I guess... No, that made sense. It's not like it's going to get better. Oh, I forgot to bring back my conscripts end of turn. Whoopsies. Slight mistake. Slight mistake for sure. Good draw. Alright, let's not loot anymore. We're at 14 cards, they're at 16. This is a really grindy matchup where decking could be a thing. I'm gonna just take 7. Sure. So we can Bortuk that back to our hand. They rummaged away a land. They played a land. They have 1 card left. Another leech. Okay. I guess we will play out our leech and hold up Vortex here. Could get punished for not main phasing the Vortex, though. We'll find out. And I'm not going to loot anymore. We have too much grind potential here. Uh, 12 cards left in deck. Sure. Looted away another land. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. They've seen 11 lands. So probably a decent number of lands still left in their deck. Okay, let's try to play out our flyer. Nice. Got a random coral colony from either of the players here. Would actually be so good. Alright, they drew a tribute. So there goes Defiler. They're looting again. Another land. I'll start attacking again on the ground soon, but not quite yet. That's fine. They have 10 cards, I have 9. I guess I'll make them discard their last card, but once again, we're not rummaging, or rather looting with these walls. Another land. Okay. 2/3 flyer. Yeah, let's go ahead and just counter that. Six cards left in my deck. Eight in theirs. That's fine. We don't care about any ground creatures. I don't care about the ground getting gummed up. They don't have anything too scary to get back either, so I think I like making this attack. In my deck, I still have a War Leech and 4 lands. Oh my gosh. So we need to win with what we have. And we need to do it quickly. If the Talus Lookout dies, I'm going to have a really hard time winning. I'm surprised they didn't get their flyer back, because now they're banking on themselves drawing something to deal with the flyer. Nice. Okay, that was good. So we'll give them the Bortuck to eat, but baseline we get back our Cult Conscripts and play out another Fat Leech. How miserable would it be to accidentally kick that? Man, they have a good deck too. Alright, but that'll do her. Talus Lookout wins it there. Whew. What a crazy, grindy game that was. Very, very scary. Okay, back to 2 and 2. Come on, deck. Just give me the right draws. This deck is so good. Anything less than 4 wins would be very, very heartbreaking, and I think would be running way below average. Like I said when we first finished the deck building, I think on average this deck you can expect to get 4 wins, and the quality you could get 7 pretty realistically, you know? So let's just do that. Game number 5. And is great. Yeah, great. Turn 1 Mire, turn 2 Conscripts with tap land, turn 3 draw a couple cards. Seems good enough to me. Nishoba Brawler! I'm gonna tempo that here instead. Smack in for 2. Really hoping that we just find an untapped land next turn so I can kick the tribute and kill the Brawler. But if not, I'll have to espionage. Oh, they're gonna ramp. That's great. That means we get to take a turn off, or rather, we don't. Yeah, that's just good. Let's put it that way. Let's put it that way. That's fantastic. Nice, and we have a lot of good fat here. Oh, they are a lot more domain than I thought. So, do we want a Terror or do we want a Marrow? And I think we want a Marrow. It's already at the largest it can be. And that we'd give them less time to find an answer to it, you know? Furthermore, the Terror we're probably going to be able to cast for a much reduced price than even 5. I would imagine in the next couple of turns we'll be fueling our graveyard, whether by kicking the Leech or whatever. Okay, nice. Sadly, a Fatal 8/8 doesn't trample, so they do have good chumpers, but start eating through their tokens. And then let's kick the Leech here. Oh wait, what? Actually, do we even kick the Leech? Yeah, I guess we do. See if we can get it bigger. Rager, Micromancer. Rager, Micromancer, Tide Turner, and a Tangled Isle. That's fine. Okay, Tatiova is annoying. Does non-land permit? No, it just says return target creature or planeswalker. Sure. Notably, we did not hit an instant or sorcery, so Terror did not get reduced. You know, if they animate either their plains or their mountain, we can kill it and turn off a little bit of their domain, funny enough. They're deciding to attack here, too. I like that for us. Okay. That's a good draw. That's a very good draw. Alright, let's smack. Chump and take. I guess I should just kill the Tatiova right now, though. So let's Bortuk the Micromancer and then Micromancer back our Oh, is this kicked? Yeesh. That's funny. We can bounce it back to our own hand then. That's very good. Smack with both, and then I get to play Defiler plus Terror. Okay, I am worried about dying to like a Gaia's Might. Like the brawler attacks we're definitely just blocking with Terror. In fact, we might even just be trading otherwise. Yeah. We're gonna trade off our Defiler for sure here. We're kind of close to death. Oh, they gave me a 7/7 leech though. I think I have to trade. This is so bad, but we have so much grind out and the trample creature is such a problem. One, two, three, four, five. Okay, let's attack with the leech first. Then we're gonna go, I think we're board tucking back our Micromancer Urborg, and immediately casting it. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, getting back our Tolarian Terror, and then casting the Terror immediately. Alright, that's pretty nice. Nice. Woo, let's go. What a turn. What a freaking turn. Man, Tolarian Terror there was... I mean, the reduction, like I said, was so sick. The card is just very good. Alright, we are sitting at 3-2 now. Can we continue to pull off some wins? Look at this deck. One of the better ones I've drafted. I'm really hoping we get to get a couple more wins, but the next time you see me, don't be surprised. I will probably be in a different outfit, as gotta go to my gym class here in a moment, so next time you see me in the next match, I'm gonna have a different shirt on. In one of the biggest letdowns in online history, I changed into a different white shirt. Anyways, we are here, moving into the next game where we're on the play with a bunch of 4-mana 0/0s, but we have all of our colors, so we'll lead with Tangled, go turn 2 Idyllic, turn 3 Rager, and hope everything is good to go from there. I guess bright side is if they have like a counter for Rage. Oh, that's not good. We need to draw counter very quickly. Man, kind of tempting there to actually play Espionage, as that would automatically make my War Leeches 3/3s. Man, if we had a tribute there, we would have just immediately killed that thing, but now that we don't, this could be a huge problem. Luckily, it looks like they didn't have much. Yeah, so let's go draw 2. Need to find some more lands. Oh, Rona's Vortex was actually really good here as well. Double scatter. We just need to find lands. Okay, I will block. I will go for Vortex if they do some tricky trick. Nice. I want to do that before the Academy Academy Wall trigger resolves, in case they randomly find Shore Up or something. Double Topsies. Alright, come on, tribute. Damn. Could just run out of 3/3. War Leech. Almost feels better to run out Tide Turner and hold up Scatter, though. Oh, this isn't particularly good, but... hopefully they just play like a Talus Lookout this turn. Yeah, I'm not blocking. We also don't want to block this turn because that really would incentivize them to play out a spell. Whereas we really want them to just like cast a creature this turn. Turtle. Oh. Okay, maybe they have a bit more filler in the deck. That would be good. But if they just go Impulse Pass, we're really sad. And that is in fact what they did. Okay, I'm gonna play out the Leech unkicked then. Assuming a Scatter could be in my future. I don't want to kick it because I still want to hold up and Scatter in case they have like some terrors of their own or something. We really need to get these Scatters in the graveyard. But there is a decent chance I could just be soloed by the infantry. And I almost wondered if I should have held the Vortex and waited until the infantry got a little bit bigger. That might have actually been my fault, or a mistake there. Perfect. Okay, that was exactly the turn we were looking for. And now we have options. I think I like running out the Defiler. No big surprise if this just immediately dies to some Lightning Strike or whatever. Karn Silex? Oh. Okay. Interesting. Well, hey, this is actually pretty good for us. So let's... wow, this is really good. Okay, I'm debating if I want to play out the Tolarian Terror right now. And draw a card. I think I do. Oh, did that not... oh, you can't pay the Karn... the Karn Silex turns off the paying life abilities. That's funny. Alright, well, they have a Scatter anyways, but that's not a big deal. So the reason I was running out the Defiler, or sorry, the Terror, is that we immediately get to draw a card, so it cycles itself. They would need to play an untapped land to Silex for 7 to kill it. Furthermore, we would then be able to, assuming they did pop the Silex, Bortuk back the Warleech that's about to die. And get back the 7/7 the following turn, so... like, they probably have to fire off the Silex for 5 here, you know? So I'll go ahead and block with my creatures. Under the assumption that they're about to Wrath. If they're tanking about this, maybe they're not going to Wrath. Maybe they have like a Destroy Evil or something? I mean, they had Walking Bulwark in their deck too. I wonder how many walls they have. What is happening here? Okay, fast priority. Nope. Okay, they're just gonna Wrath. Pay the 5. We're hoping that they don't also have a land and Essence Scatter available. And that is just 5 and pass. Nice, perfect. Alright, so now we go Bortuk. Get back our Warleech, which is 7/7. Tribute basically can kill any creature that they play. And then we have Scatter or any follow-ups, so. I'm worried they have a Shore Up in their hand. But I guess there's not much I can do about that, eh? I think we just play out another fat threat and say go. Worst case scenario is they do actually have a Destroy Evil and they get to copy it off of Najal. But feeling less and less like that's super likely. Could just be like a Chaplain that's in their deck to go along with the wall plan. Alright, good win. Good win. What does that put us? 4-2 now or something? I don't remember. Yeah, we're 4-2 now. Okay, so we are on the ropes every match. Or rather, I have to win every match if I want to keep playing, but like I said, this deck's very, very good, and so happy to keep getting games with it. Hand looks good here, even though we are on the draw. This is going to be turn 1 Mire and probably turn 2 Island, so that we can hold up and scatter. And Tribute, that is to say. Okay. Maybe we'll play Conscripts on turn 2 now. No, we are no longer going to play Conscripts on turn 2. Well, that's actually kind of interesting, but I guess because we drew the wall and they played a wall, I'm less concerned about scattering something if they're on the Defender deck. We're not going to need Scatter on turn 3. We're probably going to want it on turn 4. As long as we're drawing lands, we don't need to run out the wall. So let's go to combat. Say go. I do not care about a 2-2. That we can just tribute. Okay. Maybe they're not playing the Defender deck. Oh, they are probably playing the Defender deck. Well, I have no idea, but we're gonna wait. I'm in no rush to run out Academy Wall. We want to counter a Chaplain if they have it. We'll play Academy Wall next turn with the Scatter available. But this is fantastic. We love this position of just saying draw go. It's fine. Plus the drawbridges cost 3 to tap, so not even like they're gonna be that good. Yep. No rush. There's some blue now. Okay, we'll go ahead and kick. Do they have scatter? Oh, okay. Well, we got punished for waiting to kick plus hold up scatter because that gave them time to find a blue source. Shield Wall Sentinel. I'm gonna let that resolve. I'd rather them find their chaplain if they have one, and then counter that. I'm gonna hold this land. I want to be able to pitch it, if possible. So Blight Pile, I will probably counter. Chaplain, I will definitely counter. And then Coral Colony, I'll counter. Yeah, there it is. Okay. I do need to start pressuring them, because who knows how many other win cons they have, and I'm just giving them so much time. But my biggest concern is that they have a way to recur the chaplain. Or they just have like a second. Oh, that's fine. We can kill that one, no problem. Okay, so let's just vortex that, get a loot, pitch the mire. Sure, that's fine. They can go ahead and cycle their stall for time. Micromancer's good. Can go grab our repossession. Okay, there's the chaplain. Loot away this tide turner. Walking bulwark, nice, that's good too. Yep, I'll take 3, no problem. Pretty tempting just to tribute the walking bulwark right now, but they only have a bunch of 3s. I guess that's still pretty annoying. If we get back Warleech, it's only a 2/2. Yeah, let's tribute the bulwark right now, get a loot. Pitch the land. Yeah, I guess I'm just gonna draw 2 right now. That's good. I don't know. Trading the Micromancer for that Sentinel that attacked could have been okay if they have a way to recur their chaplain, which will not be surprising in the slightest if they do. 3 mana pass. That's a good draw. Okay, let's go to combat. It's fine. Play out the terror. Even if they have scatter, we have ways to bring it back 2 different ways. Nice, it didn't. Alright, so then we can play out our terror, draw a card. I have to be a little bit careful about overdrawing. That's something I need to start thinking about. I have 15 cards in my deck. I'll have 14 once the Defiler trigger resolves here. Anytime I cast a blue creature, it's automatic draw if Defiler's on the battlefield. That's fine. Three, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we still have 7 land. Okay, half of our deck is land. They can pay 8 to fully tap my relevant creatures here. So we just need to keep applying the pressure. Oh, they let me attack with the micro. All right, well, we'll see what they have. Could just be that they have a another counter or something to that effect. If they do, that's okay. No counter. What does that mean? Why didn't they tap? Artillery blast. Oh, okay. Well, it was more mana efficient for them to tap with the drawbridge and not take the 3, but I guess I'll take it. Okay, 1 card left. And at this point, I'm going to start going on the offensive now. I'm going to go ahead and tribute one of the drawbridges. No loots here. What you got, buddy? Okay. 1 drawbridge down. Go to combat. They didn't tap down, so something sus is going on again. Or not. I think I'll just play another leech. Or another 5/5. I think we're going to hold the Bortuck and the repossession still. No rush. Do I have any more 1-drops to get with Micromancer? No. I have Urg, Rager, Geyser, Academy Wall, Scatter, Marrow, and a couple of lands left. That's fine. So they should definitely have tapped there. Alright, let's go to combat. Ooh, they drew another stall per time. That's pretty good. It's annoying. Guess what we're gonna do is get back our flyer now. No loots. I'm not gonna play out the land in case they make me discard. 2/1 flyer, but they can kick it. Nice. So they draw 2 more. Okay. Okay, pass. I guess I need to play out this idyllic to have 4 towards domain for Bortuk to return a leech to my hand. 9 cards left in my deck. Okay, let's go to combat. We're not tapping my flyer. Lookout's a little bit terrifying because if it dies, it automatically mills a few cards. So I'm down to 7 cards now after this. They're at 2. I'm at 7 cards left. It's probably okay to run out the Rager. Just as another lethal threat on the ground. And say go. Alright, whew. So it looks like indeed they only had that one chaplain and they never drew a way to recur it, and we whittled down their defenders anyways. I probably should have gotten a little bit more aggressive. But managed to win that one, sitting at 5-2 now. Come on, baby! This deck's too good to lose. Besides the 2 losses that I have. Okay, let's move on to game number 8. And we are on the play. Hand looks okay. Really would love to find a green source, obviously, for an early Urg. Urg fuels the leech, sets up our draws. But even if we don't, we have both Tribute and Scatter available to us. Awkward thing is, I'm going to want to run out Island to hold up Scatter, but then that puts me further away from Urg. Assuming I find a green source in the first few draw steps. But I suppose Tribute can deal with the majority of early threats in the format. And I only have 1 forest in the deck, so just gonna run out the island here and hold up both Scatter and Tribute, and that makes more sense. Go for Tribute on that. And we need to find a land next turn. Ooh, domain. Red-green domain. Yeah, we are going to counter a 2-mana 5/3 trample. Alright, come on, land! Phew! That gives us Micromancer. Micromancer can go grab Ronas. I think we want to grab the removal here instead of the possession. This is not a time to grind. This is a time to survive. Another Steel Crusher? Yeah, that's fine. Scatter's good. I can actually just run out this really weak War Leech if I want to, since we have Ronas and Scatter. But I guess I'll wait. Because this running out as a 2/2, not really doing much anyways. We might want to try to kick it. No place. Well, I'm happy to sit back. Sure. They're tapped out, huh? Alright. Let's kick the leech and hope we get some juicies. We did, in fact, hit Marrow, and nothing of too much note, so... it's good. That is... this is a little bit scary. Domain? Five color domain? Red, green, blue domain. Man, I really want to run out the Defiler, but... I think we'll just pass with Scatter and Rona's Vortex open again. This is where the green splash is coming to haunt us. Alright, easy Scatter on that bad boy. And then we can probably just tap out Vortex the Balmor next turn. Actually, it might not even be necessary. Yeah, maybe we just play out another Leech here, unkicked. Keep holding up Vortex. 2 5/5s is looking fantastic on this board. If I were to kick the Leech there, I would be looking specifically to hit Tolarian Terror in my graveyard, so I don't think that's necessary. No! And just like that. Oh, whoopsies, they accidentally attacked with that. Well, crap. I guess I'm gonna bounce one at end of turn, and then tap out for Defiler next turn. I don't have good attacks, though. Jeez, Herd Migration. 1 card whammy. If they rip a couple of, like, cycling instants and sorceries, the Balmor is just going to kill us. But I think it was right to use my mana and kill a token there end of turn. 1 for 0.2. Alright, that's good. That's also pretty good. I do not want to pay life here. Gives us no 5, draws a card, finds a black source. That's very nice. Alright, let's clock them. So Bortuk. That's kicked. I can only block one of their creatures. Oh my god. If they have an instant or sorcery, I lose. I take 14. Do they actually have it? What a crazy draw. Are you... Oh, man. Well, we died to Vortex and nothing else. Sorry, we died to Migration and nothing else. That is so... lame. We did stumble on lands a little bit. We had a couple of green cards stranded in our hand until the very end, but... So what could I have done differently that last game? Because that's kind of frustrating. Could have held the Vortex. Saved it for, saves it for Balmor instead of killing a token. Maybe that was safer. Remember, I was tapping out for the Defile. I don't know if there was going to be a good turn for me to do that, though. I mean, I'm sure there was a world where, even through hindsight, there was a better play. Ah, what a rough way to go, though. Would I have won even if they didn't draw Badger or the Might? I mean, clearly they top decked one of those, so yeah, I guess. Good beats. All right, well, I think we started off pretty poor, right? We started off like 1 and 2, so I'm glad we rattled back with this deck because I think this deck was one of the better blue-black baseline decks I've drafted before. It just looks super, super good. Lots of good early interaction, but this early interaction also turns into late game removal. A lot of good win cons and the ability to cycle through our deck very easily with a lot of great fixing. So 5 wins, I guess you can't be upset with that. Like, that's running above average, and like I said, on average you would expect like 4+ wins with this deck, because getting to 7 is never a guarantee, even if you have the perfect deck in best of 1 or whatever. So good stuff. Thanks for watching, everybody. Hopefully you enjoyed. That was a fun one to play, and we will see you back tomorrow for some more. Bye-bye.